Welcome, my chingus, to episode 79 of This Week in K-Pop. In this episode, we will talk about Beenzino, Chancellor, Code Kunst, FX, IU, Junggi-go, Kisum, Sleepy, Twice, and Xiaaaa. My name is Steven, and with me is my co-host Josh.
Hello.
And today we're talking about how to pronounce Xiaaaa.
Xiaaaa, yeah.
Xiaaaa.
I mean, we just call him Junsu because obviously that's his name, but like
It's a little confusing.
Yeah.
I think it's Xiaaaa.
Xiaaaa, yeah. Xiaaaa.
Yeah, tell us if we're wrong. But anyways, This Week in K-Pop is normally a discussion podcast that covers the last 2 weeks of K-pop music video releases. And in this episode, it is actually 2 weeks. We're on time, baby. We on time.
I feel like we say that, and then the next time it's like, oh, sorry, we're late, chingus.
But if this is your first time, each episode, Josh and I pick what we think are the best songs of the episode.
Yep.
And that is in our part 1. And then normally we have part 2s and 3s, but this time we're just mushing all into part 2.
Yeah.
Because there wasn't that much going on after
Yeah,
that.
2 weeks is strange. I feel like all the big kind of debuts and releases are kind of out the window, save for maybe 1 or 2.
Yep.
But it's just, it doesn't have as much just stuff as the past 2 weeks or past however long.
I mean, that always happens. End of the year.
Yeah,
Kind of everyone's
starts winding
down.
Yeah.
Which is great because it gives us plenty of time to think about what are our top 10 songs of 2015.
Oh my god.
It's almost time for that,
almost
man.
over.
Yep.
Oh geez.
Almost to our favorite podcast of the year.
Yeah, it's literally our favorite podcast of the year.
And hopefully it'll be yours. But anyways, let's start because we don't got much time today.
Nope.
Josh, what was your favorite song of the episode?
So my favorite song of the episode is by our friend IU with 23.
I'm 23 난 수수께끼 question 뭐게 안 맞춰봐요 응? I'm 23 틀리지 말기 because 넌 없이 예민해요 맞춰봐 한 방씩 숨을 쑥좀 아가씨 때가 났네 따끈 척해도 적당히 믿어줘 얄미운 숨을 쏟 아직 한참 멀었다 yeah 떨자른 척해도 대충 속아줘 난 그래 확실히 지금이 좋아요 아니야 사실은 때려치고 싶어 아 알겠어요 난 사랑이 하고 싶어 돈이나 많이 벌래 맞춰봐 어느 쪽이든 얼굴만 보면 몰라 속만 다 다른 표정을 짓는 일 아주 간단하거든 사실은 나도 몰라 애초에 나는 단 한 줄의 거짓말도 쓴 적이 없거든 여우인 척 가는 고민 척 가는 겨 아니면 아예 다른 거 어느 쪽이든 모두 난 쪽을 골라 색안경에 비춰지는 거 뭐 이제 익숙하거든 Check it out
I wish she was my friend.
You see, now IU, this song, I want to say it's good. It's good, but I'm not sure if it's the type of song that I'm just like I'm rushing to listen to. It doesn't have that like draw.
Well, let's actually start with just some background because it's been a long time since we talked about IU.
It's true.
You really, really liked her last album.
Yeah,
right?
Modern Times. Modern Times.
We went to her concert.
we did.
I didn't know most of those songs because I did not really like Modern Times that much. I'm still, old school, like IU's first 3 songs. Yeah, like those are my favorite IU songs, and they have been forever.
Yeah, those are good songs though.
Yeah. But so you don't like this song as much as Red Shoes? Because Red Shoes was the first single anyways.
Yeah, this song compared to Red Shoes, I want to say it hasn't been much time, but I feel like I like this song more than Red Shoes.
Okay.
Just because the musical style in general is more a style that I can wrap.
into.
Yeah, I can wrap my head around. If that makes any sense. Because the Modern Times album was kind of ragtimey. It had that kind of feel. I've never really been a fan of ragtime or that kind of genre, that kind of feel of music. But this is kind of like quirky is the best way to describe it.
Yeah. I mean, I do like this song much better than anything in Modern Times.
You were not a big fan of Modern Times, I remember.
Yeah, it wasn't that it was bad or anything.
Yeah.
Like they were good songs and they sounded great when live. They're just not my type of song. It's not something that I particularly want to listen to.
It's not your jam.
Yeah. And this song, I think 23 is like a good mix between pop. It's a little more pop than Modern Times, definitely. But it's still got some IU kind of indie, like kind of doing her own way kind of style, which is kind of like hit or miss for me.
Yeah. I mean, with an artist that's been around for a little while, because IU has been around for longer than you think, even though she is so young.
Yeah.
You tend to go through a lot of different musical styles, right? Yeah. And IU used to have the really, really cute style with things like Marshmallow and I don't remember those kind of songs.
Marshmallow is like, or Boo.
Boo, yeah, Boo and Marshmallow. Those kind of epitomized like the cute IU. And then she kind of went to what I call this like kind of grandiose kind of IU, where she would sing almost songs that sounded like a musical.
Okay.
I feel like, right? Like the 3 songs that you like, I feel those are very kind of...
Well, those are her first songs, though.
Yeah. No, but Boo and Marshmallow were before.
Before
that,
those?
yeah. Boo
Really?
and Marshmallow, I think, were the kind of like just debuted.
Oh, really?
IU. Yeah, she debuted, I think, kind of as a cutesy kind of deal. And then she went into this kind of...
Okay. Actually, honestly, I don't even know. I never even checked. Because in my head, those, 3 No IU was what...
Yeah. Propelled her
to stardom, and in my head, that's her start.
Yeah.
So okay. I mean,
and then around that time, I feel like she kind of got a little bit more acousticy and kind of indie.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
And Modern Times, obviously, and now we've come to this kind of place where she's singing things like this, and she's featuring in artists like other works that are kind of strange and not as taxing, I guess, vocally.
Yeah. Like it definitely. I don't think there was a point. I need to listen to it again a couple more times, but there was never a point where, of course that one, 3 No IU is like, oh my gosh, like that, kind of blows you away for a quick second.
Yeah, if you don't like that IU, then I would be very surprised.
Yeah. So this one I think really doesn't have that. There's a lot more like whisper kind of singing and a lot of IU type singing is what I would call it, but. I do like this song. I mean, this is your pick. You really liked it, but I do like this song. I'm gonna download it, and I'm sure there's a lot of fans saying, please listen to the rest of her album because 8 of them are in the top 10 on the Naver chart because it's freaking IU.
Yeah.
But if you have an IU song on that album that you want to recommend,
yeah.
Leave us a comment, of course.
I mean, I plan to listen to the album like thoroughly. After a little while, after I get some time.
I mean, you're the album guy. I really don't listen to albums ever, because like I just want the hits, man. I just want the hits. But that also means I miss a lot of songs. I know we've talked about this before, but the last album that I've listened all the way through was Sistars.
Which one? The
one your brother gave me. Not. I don't even remember the name of it. I don't even remember the name. Oh no! It's been a while.
I won't tell you. I'll let you guess it.
I mean, is that the name of the album?
I hate when people tell me things where I'm like, no, just give me a little.
Give it to me.
Yeah, there you go.
Give it to me. There it is. That album.
Yeah.
It's got some great songs on there that I never would have found out if I didn't listen to that album. But so give us a shout out for IU. I mean, I know there's people that love this song. But I still think in the grand scheme of things, like as one of the greatest IU songs, like I don't think it's that great.
Yeah, it's for the mega star that IU is. It's not Spring Love or Cherry Blossoms. It's not like Let's Meet on Friday. Let's Meet on Friday was a really good song also.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of, I don't want to say passable, but it's passable. Is the feeling I get. Yeah.
But I mean, passable IU is still good music, and I'm sure there's a lot of people that really enjoy it.
And the thing about IU, I feel like she's trying to get her foot in on like the sexy or sultry kind of like areas, because she's getting older. She's 23 now. Right.
Yeah.
And so that I guess is the time where it's
Yeah, you didn't watch
know.
Producer, but in Producer, she was definitely like up in her sexy game. And I mean, she looks good.
She looks good. Well, let's talk about the music video. We haven't talked
Sure.
about the music video. Weird.
It's like a Alice in Wonderland
Weird.
kind of thing. But there's another music video we'll talk about that's weird to the point where it's
Weird.
like confusing and
Super
it's like
weird.
every scene is blah blah blah. Like I think this was a good amount of weird. Like it was there was definitely a theme. There's definitely like a kind of story, quote unquote, that you kind of see going on, intermixed with some dancing. Like I thought it was pretty good. Like
It felt very IU-esque, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
It really reminded me of like those 3 songs that you really like. It kind of reminds me of that style of music video, I should say.
Like when I first heard this song, I was like, oh, it's kind of poppy. I think I'm gonna really enjoy this song. But there just wasn't as much catchiness. There wasn't that much catchiness though in that song, in 23. But if I listen to it, 20 more times, which probably will happen because they'll probably be playing it everywhere. And
I wanted a rap part in the song.
I don't want to go that far.
Not IU
I don't
rapping.
go that far.
Not IU rapping, but like a different
Somebody else?
rapper, yeah. Would have been nice. I feel
I
like
don't
they
know
could
about
fit it
that.
in there. I feel like they could have fit it in there.
Well, they can definitely fit it in there. I mean, you can always fit it. You can always fit it. You can always fit it.
But I feel like they could put it in there and it would fit, is what I want to say.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think like, I think an IU Mamamoo combo song would be amazing.
It would be so great because their vocal styles are so different but similar.
Like they're kind of like in that past era, right? But they're not the same at all. But
They have that
both
retroness
this,
to them.
this retroness sound to it that I think would go really well together.
Yeah, like Mamamoo I would describe like doo-woppy, and IU kind of has this kind of throwback sound that's really hard to describe.
I mean, I know we use throwback a lot too for 90s, but we're not talking 90s. And I know we like 70s or I mean that was modern times though.
Yeah. I'm trying to pinpoint it to like a certain decade, but it's not a certain decade or style of music. Like IU has a very kind of retro sound, but not a certain genre of sound.
Okay. Yeah, I can, especially when she started in modern times.
Yeah.
And after.
Yeah.
Marshmallow, not really. Yeah. But all right, let's move on to my favorite song of the episode.
What be that, Steven?
And this song. Yeah, I don't know. I think the music video for this song pushed it to be my number 1.
It is a really good music video. We both agree on that.
Yeah, and but anyway, so this song is by a new group called Twice with their song Like Ooh-Ahh.
모든 나를 가지고 매일 가만 안 두죠 내가 너무 예쁘죠 나 때문에 다 힘들죠 어디 걷고 있어도 빨간 바닥인 거죠 레드 카펫 같은 기분 모두 쳐다보죠 어떤 사람은 어머님이 누구냐고 신선하게만 걸어도 아무 느낌이 안 들죠 하지만 나도 누군가하고 사랑에 빠져보고 싶어 baby 잘 들어요 내단 한 번도 느껴본 적 없는 걸 알게 해주는 사람 기다리고 있는 걸 얼마가 돼도 기다리고 싶어 I just wanna fall in love 어떻게 내가 움직일 수 없게 날 우아하게 만들어줘 가짜 진심 없는 가짜 잘가 우아하게 해 이제 더 할 말이 없게 날 우아하게 만들어줘 랄랄라 말만 하지 말고 느껴지게 우아하게 날 봐.
What isn't there like a commercial? What's commercial like? Ooh-Ahh. Do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, it's like at the very end of the commercial. It's like Ooh-Ahh, mattress something, or I don't know. It's something. You don't know.
Maybe.
No,
I
okay.
don't know.
Tell me if you know. But anyways, Twice is the new girl group by JYP. It's been a long time coming. Now, both of us did not watch the reality show.
No, we kind of tend to stay away from those things.
Yeah, so I don't really know much about I know they added some people that weren't even supposed to be in the group in the first place. But there are parts in this song that I think kind of like shouldn't be there. Like sometimes they like force a rap in there. Sometimes they do this weird like
really just out of place.
Voice modulation thing that's just kind of out of place. But I think in the grand scheme of things, like this song is the only catchy song for me this week.
I can see how you could say that.
Like, I think there's a lot of good songs. Like, I think I Use is a good song. I think some of the ones we'll talk about later are good songs. But there's not like the K-pop catchiness song.
Yeah, we're talking about
like
the poppiness that you kind of get hooked on in terms of K-pop.
Yeah, and I think
I can agree with
this one's that song.
I can agree with that.
I mean, I can just Ooh-Ahh, ooh, I can still sing that song even now, which is pretty, that's good to me. Like that, my memory is so bad. And I don't know, like, there are 9 people in this group, and it seemed at least, I didn't get the feeling, there were definitely parts where they're like, we got to put in this rap part because this girl's a rapper, we got to put that in.
Yeah.
But
it felt really, really crowded. Not in terms of the music video. The music video is quite good. But in terms of splitting up the lines, you always run into this problem where you have like too many people for a 3-minute song.
I mean, I think if I listen to this song later, right? Yeah. I don't know if I would have guessed there were 9 people.
No, I would guess maybe 5.
Yeah. And I don't know if that's because it's an Bobby B.I. imbalance of lines, Yeah. But let's talk about the main thing, which is the music video, because everything I want to say relates to the music video.
Yeah.
And I think for just a debut music video, it's amazing, and it's amazing for many reasons. One is that it starts off with one of my favorite things in the world, which is kind of a long take one shot.
Yeah.
And the reason that's good for multiple reasons. The best reason that's good for a debut group is because you get a good look at all the people.
Yeah.
You get a good look at all these people, and you're like, okay, that's this girl, that's this girl. It's not like she just shows up, oh, she's gone. Oh, another girl shows up, she's gone.
Yeah,
like,
it's not flashes of members one after another.
Yeah.
Like when I was watching it with Steven again, we went through it. I was mentioning how with the use of that kind of camera angle where they pan from one member to another, it really makes the cuts seem flawless and the music video seem very smooth. But also you get to focus on one girl and you get to look at them constantly for about maybe 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And then after their part is done, it's like, okay, that girl totally disappears from the shot and a whole new girl and a whole new like kind of feel or concept comes out.
Yeah.
And you're just like, okay, this person, I can sense they're trying to push her like kind of as a cutesy type. And this girl, she's she's a rapper, she's kind of a little bit more hip hoppy. And you kind of get a better feeling of like, not necessarily the personalities, but the kind of
their individuality,
the kind of
they manufactured, but still,
the kind of theme that they want that member to kind of grow into.
Yeah, like the only thing that is missing is some kind of name, or maybe even at the bottom, like some kind of. But no group ever, no music video ever does that.
Yeah, but thinking about it, that's actually kind of hard to do in a music video like this. I feel like.
Maybe. I mean, the thing is, I'm sure, like, I in my head, it's not the most elegant way, but you can just put a little info, like, Adobe fucking infographic, when a girl's up there, just put in the top right corner, like, her name pops up in some kind of graphic, so you're like, oh, that's blah, blah, blah. Oh, that's blah, blah, blah. You don't have to keep the name the whole time. But at least, be like, oh, that's her. Okay, I'll try to remember her name now. Or, that instead of, going to the YouTube comments and there's, like, 17 comments of, like, this is her at this time, this time, this time, this time. It's like... I feel like that's something that first time music video directors or whatever, they just don't think about. Like
if I was the director or like the creative like consultant for this music video, I would have it's a zombie theme kind of music video, and I would have pushed it to like a kind of video gamey kind of style, and that way you can kind of put in certain
Like effects.
Effects that's just like, okay, you put like a square around their face and have like a name and just like some information about them. Kind of, it feels very video gamey. It fits with the theme, and it's a good way to introduce your members and kind of like their role in the group, right? Like, okay, this is a singer role, like the age or whatever. Like, you can get all of that information from the music video.
That would be cool. That would be cool.
And how many times have you looked at a music video or a YouTube comment and all the comments are just like, oh, who's that person? Or who's that guy? Who's that girl at 3:15? I really want to know their name.
Yeah.
Because, let's be honest, K-pop groups usually have like one person you look at and just like, oh man, they're just so attractive, or they have some sort of like charm to them that I'm just really attracted to, and that kind of draws you into the group.
Yeah.
Like, that is really, really important with debut groups to kind of have that grab.
Have that grab, yeah. And you know, other things about the music that I love that it uses not that blurry ass beauty filter. Like
The foamy fairy floss kind of.
And actually a lot more music videos are getting rid of that.
Yeah,
But
I'm glad.
it looks so sharp, and it looks so like bright colors, and it's so great. It's like the exact opposite of Taeyong's video. Like Taeyong's video was beautiful because the scenery is beautiful, but it just looks so washy and like doesn't pop, and I love that it pops.
And Taeyeon, in turn, her whole makeup and styling was just not. But
it doesn't have, I'm not picking on Taeyeon. Like, there's a lot of videos that use that filter. I just love that it's high def. You can see that it's high def. Everything looks great. A lot of the girls looked really great. And I just love that it's a big group. It's 9 people, right? And they set it up so that it's like, introduce these 4 and they kind of dance. Introduce these 4 or 5, they kind of dance. And then it kind of all comes together. You see them having fun. It's not just them trying to act sexy. It's them having fun. And that's my favorite thing in K-pop is people having fun. And I love it.
See, there's a certain kind of directing style that's, I feel like Steven and I kind of gravitate to. It's one where we're not kind of forced into a theme or forced into a way of thinking about a certain group or a certain member. It's like, okay, this girl, we're going to try to push her as cute. Not everybody's going to think she's cute. Like, some person's going to look at that person and think, oh man, she's just so like sexy, right? And I like music videos like this because even though there is a sort of rhyme and reason to their planning and their styling, like, you kind of can develop your own opinion about the group, about the member, without kind of having a certain bias. And I like that. Yeah.
I mean, that's why I've always liked JYP is like, he's not serious. Like, they don't, I mean, later on 2 p.m. kind of was like, we go on sexy time, you know?
Yeah, we
go
like, take off our shirts and do flipping flips.
Yeah, it's just, but in general, like, when they debuted, like, it's just fun. You know, they just have fun. The songs are fun. GOT7, like, our favorite GOT7 songs are them having fun, you know? Like, A and Just Right. Like, and now Twice, like, I really like this. Like, I'm really looking forward to more things because, you know, we've been having the resurgence of the angel, you know, the super cutesy, you know, lovelies and the G friends. And like, this is like such a great middle ground, right? Like, some of these girls are really gorgeous.
Yeah.
We don't want to look up how old they are. It's just going to make us sad.
They're probably not born in 90s.
Maybe. Well, no, I think they're still 90s. I think they're still like 17, 18. I hope 17, 18.
They
better 90s. Not. I mean, you're saying 2000, that means they're 15 or less. Like, they didn't look 15 or less.
Okay, you're right.
They gotta be like 97, 98. I hope to
97.
Jesus. I hope. But, you know, some of them look great, but, you know, some of them were sexy, but they were still kind of having fun. They weren't like butts in your face, and, you know. The Ooh-Ahh dance move is a little forced and butsy.
But I like it.
Actually, that's the least thing I like about the overall package. Because, like, I think that butt wave doesn't even fit the song. Like, I think it's way too fast. Like, they do it so fast. They're like, ooh, they're like really wailing out their asses to kind of get it into that beat. I think they could have done something else. My favorite part is the part where they're like, ha! Like, there's that little ha in the song that I really
I know
like.
what you're talking about,
But yeah, overall, like, I'm so pleased. Like, you know, we've been liking a lot of the new girl groups, you know.
That's true.
A couple weeks ago, I liked that the Dia one. And I still listen to that song a couple of times, or a bunch of times, but like, this is just blows blows it out of the water, I think.
The way I would describe it is very well polished, and it's not too kind of presumptuous.
Yeah.
I really like the fact that you can see the dance, you can see the members, you can see
them having fun.
You can see them having fun. Like, even though this music video kind of just had really random elements to it, like zombies. Okay, zombies.
I love that they're zombies. Like, I love that they're zombies
So
because
random.
there's no reason for there to be zombies.
It's so random, yeah, right?
Zero reason. But there are, and then they dance, and I'm sure the theme is like, they're so awesome, we're the zombies that want them, blah, blah, I don't care. But like, it's just, they were like, we got extra money.
Zombies,
yeah, we got extra money. What do you want to spend it on? Zombies?
Yeah.
Okay, and it's just, I love that.
No, but hear me out. Like, that goes to show that you can make a very good debut music video without all those frills, without this kind of like theme. Like, you don't necessarily need a theme for it to be a good music video.
Yeah, to be honest, like what image do they have? Like, I don't even know.
Yeah.
Like, they don't have a QC, they don't have a hip hop, they don't have a I have no idea what their next song could even be.
And it might be that Steven and I have been K-pop fans for such a long time that it's just like, okay, we're tired of this kind of like cookie cutter mold where it's like, you're cute, you're sexy, or you're hard.
Yeah.
That's it, right? Like, just there's other elements to people besides those things.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, there are some other girl groups that are in the same boat. We just didn't like their stuff as much. Like I think Playback is a good example of what is their image? I don't know.
No. Yeah.
And we like their songs, right?
Yeah.
But I think Twice is like
It was very
the best
polished.
one that
It was very
I've seen in a
polished.
long time. And yeah, just like GOT7, like who knows what GOT7's next songs, even now, like 2 years later, however long GOT7's been out, like I have no idea what their next song is going to be like.
And that makes me
Will I hate it?
That
Who
makes
knows?
me anticipate the next song.
Yeah,
Right.
and sometimes get massively disappointed. Like,
Yeah, but
like the last
but
GOT7.
that's the thing. It's like, if you have really high expectations for a group and they deliver, then you become a fan. Right?
True.
That's how it goes.
True. I mean, like, when we're let down, that means we really like them, right? Like, if we weren't let down, like, I hate how people are like, when they're like, oh, you don't like it, like that, how could you? It's like, well, no, like, I wanted to like it. I like them so much. This is a tangent, but like, because we're teachers, but I was a teacher back in America before I was a high school teacher. And like, I would have kids being like, why are you always in my face? Like, kind of that generic-y kind of like, why are you always
Why
on
are
my...
you giving me so much shit?
Why are you giving me so much shit? And I'm just like, dude, like, if I didn't care about you, I wouldn't give you any shit. I would just like, be happy you failed and life will move on,
Peace out,
right?
yeah, right.
Like, it's because, it's very generic kind of, whatever. But it's like...
I know you can do better.
Yeah, I know you can do better. I actually care enough to waste my time to like try to make you better.
Yeah.
And, that's how I feel about artists sometimes. It's like, why do I get angry that I don't like an FX song? It's because like I used to really like FX, and it kind of still disappoints me sometimes that I can't like jam to FX like I used to.
Yeah.
Might be a little foreshadowing to later.
But that's the sad thing about just art in general. It's not going to please everybody, and we might not be the majority. We're probably the minority.
Yeah.
But it's just disappointing for us when certain things aren't really met.
Like I think there's going to be a lot of people that are like Twice, like that was so boring and generic. Like I can really see how some people can
would
think that. But for me personally, there's just so many. A lot of it has to do with the music video, but there's just so many. Plus, it's got bloopers at the end. I fucking love bloopers, man. Like my favorite part of Jackie Chan movies was that they have
Watching
fucking
eat
bloopers
shit,
at the end. Like movies don't do that anymore, and it makes me so sad because they all want to save them for the fucking Blu-rays or DVDs, which is why they stopped doing that, by the way. Like,
and K-pop groups, they just want to have them to save face. They want your idols to be idols, right?
yeah. And they're actually not that bloopery, but like it's just a fun, like, oh, you just see them having fun, and I love fun.
But that's what makes at least international fans like their group so much more. Like, how many times will we just be like, oh, I love so-and-so because he's such a derp. He's he's so dumb. I love him, right? Like, seeing idols or people that are like, quote-unquote, unreachable.
Yeah, like make mistakes,
be human. Like, it's so endearing.
Yeah.
And I really think K-pop the companies need to really cash in on that.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that more people do some bloops because I love me some bloopy bloops.
I love me some bloopy bloop.
Yeah, we would put bloopy bloops. We don't make no mistakes, so you know. Also, we don't really
make any
edit the
mistakes.
podcast, so it doesn't.
I don't make any mistakes.
You have before.
I have.
It's usually me. But you know what's not a mistake?
Yeah.
Signing up for Audible, because
Hey.
audiobooks are never a mistake, unlike me. Just kidding.
Wow.
was
Don't be so
totally
hard.
playing.
Don't be so hard.
I was totally playing. My parents planned me. They planned me for a lot of years, actually. My parents were so Asian. I don't know about your parents, but my parents were so Asian.
My parents are Asian.
They were
yeah.
like, we need this much money before we can have a kid. So they waited until they had this much money and like set jobs before they had kids. And so I was planned like a motherfucker.
Wow.
Anyways, my friend who will never watch this podcast, not planned, his son is... we always make a joke like he's going to be the 30-year-old grandpa because we going for that 15-15 baby.
15.
Shout outs to you, Wayne. You'll never watch this. All right. Well, anyways, audiobooks. If you want to help us, you can go to audibletrial.com/TWIK to sign up for a free 30-day trial and a free freaking audiobook.
Free.
Yeah, they got over 180,000 titles. You can choose one audiobook from there, and you can keep it even after your free trial is over. So all you got to do is sign up using our link. It'll help us out a lot. 2 people actually signed up within the last, I think, month, which is pretty good.
Not
bad. I mean, we wish some more people would, but you know, people don't read books anyways that much, so we totally understand.
Yeah.
But audiobooks are so much. I don't want to say they're better, but they're such a great alternative.
They're so convenient.
Yeah, like people really are like, I don't want to listen, but like
You listen
just
to
try
music
it.
so
yeah,
much.
just try it. You know, if you don't like it, you know, you got a free 30-day trial, you got a free audiobook, just leave. You
Just
know,
cancel. Yeah.
But you should definitely try. There's a lot of good books. Of course, maybe you watch The Martian. You know, we talked about it in our after show last time. If you want to read the book, which you should, because the book has like, you know, the movie's amazing. You still haven't watched it, right?
I watched it.
Oh, you did
I
watch
watched
it?
it, yeah.
Movie's amazing. Movie's amazing? I don't know.
It's pretty good, yeah.
Okay, movie's pretty good. Book, way better. So check out that audiobook. Go to audibletrial.com/TWIK.
All right, well, let's go to the second part of the first part, if that makes any sense. With, I guess,
Your second?
not my second favorite, but a song that I kind of want to highlight from this past 2 weeks. That's Beenzino with Break.
난 자유롭고 싶어 지금 전투력 수치 111% 입고 싶은 옷 입고 싶어 길거리로 가서 시선을 끌고 싶어 내가 보기 싫은 새끼들은 zipper 닫아버리고 내 걸 열어주고 싶어 그래 할 말 안 하고 살고 싶어 그래서 내게 욕을 하나 싶어 지금껏 난 사랑하고 싶어 너도 나라도 아니고 날 말야 다른 나라라도 날아가고 싶어 일이라도 때려쳐버리고 말야 난 일을 하기 싫어 기계처럼 일만 하면 고장나기 싫어 yeah 난 그러고 싶어 그게 나쁘든 좋던 말야 그게 나쁘든 좋던 마냐 내가 돼버리고 싶으면 말야 그게 돼버리고 싶단 말야 난 그냥 돼버리고 싶어 투집하기고 뭐고 서럽 and let me be who I am 그게 다야 내 주지라는 게 있다면 화학처럼 난 그냥 깨부시고 싶어 깨부시고 싶어 깨부시고 싶어 깨부시고 싶어 꿈꿈꿈꿈꿈 깨버리기 싫어 깨버리기 싫어 깨버리기 싫어 꿈꿈 깨기 싫다고
Beenzino.
Beenzino.
Sexiest rapper alive.
Is that true?
He's a pretty good looking dude, though.
He's kind of got a Skeletor look to me that I just can't.
I think Bobby is way more Skeletor than Beenzino.
Both of them have very sharp faces.
They do. I think Beenzino's better looking than Bobby, for sure.
It's the eyes. Can't get over the Bobby.
I think Bobby's eyes are fine. I think, you know, anyways.
Bobby, what you looking at?
Anyways, I got those same eyes. Like, I can't, like, I was recording one time we forgot to record the after things, right?
Oh, that's right.
I had it recorded by myself, and like the whole time I was like, are my eyes fucking open? Like, I couldn't even tell.
Just clouded on yourself.
So like I re-recorded it trying to open up my eyes more, and it just looked fucking weird.
Hey guys.
But
Steve.
I got those squint eyes. But anyways, Beenzino.
Beenzino.
Why'd you pick this one?
This rap song is very not rap song like.
No.
It is very much kind of gives me the same feeling as like Linkin Park kind of did back then. It's totally
I'm not gonna
different.
go that far,
It's
but
totally
yeah.
different, but like you kind of get what I'm getting at, right? Like
It's more bandy.
It's more bandy. They use less kind of 808s and drum
Yeah,
tracks.
on like electronic, like
Yeah.
normal.
Yeah.
Like this was a week where there were a lot of hip hop releases. Like there was like Palo Alto, there was like And Up, there was like Zico, there was
Maria so no.
no. There's a lot of Ugly Duck.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of just rappers being rappers, right?
Yeah.
And
Just rapping your ear off.
and Beenzino is like,
He comes out with this like track that starts with this dude just banging on drums.
yeah. And like that dude banging on this drum set, like it's a very simple beat, but it's a very powerful, very fast kind of
Yeah.
up-tempo beat, and like it lasts through the entire thing.
It sets the tone for the song.
Yeah. And I really liked it. I really liked I've always not liked just rippity rap songs. I'm just rapping to be rap, you know.
Yeah.
Like this was like very up tempo, very doesn't sound like any of those rap songs that are just nowadays kind of sound the same. They're all trying to AOMG. They're all trying to do kind of the same sound.
Yeah.
Like this was kind of like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah. The way I would describe this is like a song that's very fast, but it doesn't try to be very fast like rap flow wise.
He's not trying to be an outsider. He's not trying to be a twister.
Yeah, he's not trying so hard to fit so many syllables into like each bar. And I really, really appreciate that. It takes a certain amount of, I guess, patience as a rapper to kind of like have a flow that matches the song, but it's not like kind of rushed.
Yeah. Like that's a good point because like it's a pretty fast song, and he raps like I don't even know when in the song he even takes breaths because it sounds like he would be out of breath after just 10 seconds.
But
of the song.
it doesn't sound like he's trying to like mad clown it. You know?
Yeah. It like matches really well, especially like you take into account the tempo and that he's rapping like the entire time pretty much. Like I'm pretty
quite impressed.
Yeah. So if you like Beenzino in the past, I mean.
You'll like this song, I think.
You'll definitely like it. And if you're a little tired of kind of the same old hippity hop, hippity hop kind of thing, the squawks, if you're a little tired of that, then you should definitely give this Beenzino song a chance because it's a pretty good.
It's a shining spot in a group of a week or a few past weeks of just kind of the same.
Yeah. All right, well, moving on to my second or third or fourth, whatever, favorite song.
Whatever.
It is my favorite. I like this song better than Beenzino's, though.
Yeah.
Because this
I can see that.
This is a 1000% me song.
Yeah.
Long-time listener, you know what's coming up. It's going to be a guy rapping and a girl singing. And this song's by Sleepy featuring Baek Yeon with their song Kibuntat. I don't even know how to say that.
Kibuntat.
This song is dedicated to my people. Sleepy. Let's go. 뭔가 기분 좋은 일이 생길 것만 같은 기분이야. 요즘 따라 10년 만에 사람들이 나를 알아봐 연예인이 된 것만 같아. 뜻밖의 인연으로 연애도 하게 되려 난 뭔가 대박이 날 것 같은데 내 느낌상 무더운 여름도 다 지나갔고 좀 쓸쓸해도 개코 양말처럼 느낌 so good 오빠 차 뽑았다라고 말할 수 있는 날도 올 것 같아 술, 담배, 욕, 커피 다 끊고 도끼 형처럼 살아볼까 나 자신감도 부쩍 늘고 모두 잘 될 것만 같은데 내 주변 사람들은 내 생각들 그게 전부 기분 탓이래 전부 기분 탓이래
왠지 나 기분이 좋아 기분 탓일 수도 있지만 it's alright 바래왔던 많은 꿈들 전부 다 잘 될 것 같아 너 그 노래를 불러봐 발걸음이 더 가벼워지는 기분이야
Kibun is like your feeling, like your emotion, like how you're feeling, like you're happy or sad.
You know it's a good song when they don't even bother with an English title.
Kibuntat.
Kibuntat. But anyway, Sleepy is he's a rapper in Untouchables, which is a very they're not super famous like outside of Korea, really. Not I mean you may know them, but they're not that big.
Sleepy is the famous member
of the thing.
Because he's on Real Man and just.
I think recently he's been a lot more popular. I saw him in the Dream Team thing showing up out of nowhere. But so he's a rapper. He's been in Untouchable, which is a group or a duo that's been around for a very long time.
Yeah.
But this is actually not the type of song like I would associate with him because I've heard some Untouchable songs and they're like, we gonna
get it in.
Yeah, and this is the total opposite. This is like
Geeks.
the cutesy, the geeks, the we're walking around happy time, and the beat is by Primary, and it's just happy rap with a happy chorus, with a happy Sleepy walking around.
High-fiving people,
high-fiving
taking
people
selfies.
because he's now famous. I guess people
Yeah.
recognize him, but like, it's just a happy to rap, and I love me some happy to rap.
I also really like this song. Not necessarily because of Sleepy, because I'm more of a Primary fan, I guess. Because Primary did a wonderful job with this song.
Yeah.
Baek is obviously a great pairing with Sleepy. Sleepy's style and like kind of geek style has never really been my favorite
thing, yeah.
style of rapping. I enjoy it, but I'm not to the level of where Steven is. But I do have to say Sleepy did a pretty good job on this track. Baek really makes it nice.
Yeah,
I feel like.
yeah. I heard chorus is very good.
Yeah.
And Sleepy does like he does like the sing rapping where he raps, but he kind of his tone goes up and down with the music, and that I really love that.
Yeah.
Like I really don't like, a lot of other songs where it's the same rap no matter what song it is. I really like that it matches the song. It's a fun song. You should give it a chance if you are anything like me.
I feel like that kind of should be the direction that Korean hip hop should take. Not necessarily the like
they shouldn't be trying to
not like no Keith Apes, no Future. Like you really need to stay away from that part of American rap. I feel like because that purely from an unbiased standpoint and in terms of money standpoint, I really don't think Korean people will like that unless they're trying to be like American hip hop. What I really think that they should focus on is like a
fun stuff?
A Drake style of rapping. Drake is kind of known for singing and also rapping. And his raps kind of have a melody to them. And I really think that Korean hip-hop artists should follow suit in that kind of style.
I mean, I think it just matches better,
Yeah, because if you think about just the general populace of Korea and what's kind of popular here, like those types of songs that have rapping but kind of a singing rapper, like Jay Park. Like how Jay Park sings and raps in My Type? I can't remember, what was it?
Solo?
You are so beautiful. It had like
You are so beautiful. Da, na, na, da, da, da. My Last?
My Last, yeah, that song. That is a great example of what I think Korean hip hop could.
I mean, we always say when Jay Park comes out with the I'm a hard motherfucker, like that song doesn't do well in Korea at all. And B, like we just don't like that. But I'm sure there's some people that like that, just like there are people that like Future. I don't know why. Maybe they're brain dead. But
for commercial appeal,
sure.
For a purely business being popular standpoint, I think that's
definitely what Sleepy is doing. I feel like any of his like untouchable homies are like, the fuck you doing? Like, what is this pop shit you breaking up?
I know
right?
this song, and then he had that song with
Jian. Yeah, which I also really like.
That song was really good too. Yeah.
But I understand Sleepy. I mean, I know you don't really like that kind of style as much as me, but I love me that style. And this even more so probably than Twice is going to be the song that I download. But the music video is just kind of very generic, walking around, I got my car, yeah. while Twice's music video was fucking awesome.
All right, we already talked about that.
Yeah. So that was part 1.
Yeah.
Normally we have 2 parts, but we're gonna merge it all into 1 part for the next one. So stay tuned for part 2. Now, part 2, we're gonna start with kind of 3 songs that kind of Josh picked.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a little iTunes review break, and then we're gonna talk about 3 songs that I picked.
Okay, so the first song that I picked that I want to talk about this week is Kisum featuring Xiaaaa of Mamamoo with Love Talk.
Welcome to the after show for episode 78. If this is your first time tuning in, this is not the main episode. This is the Yarbin to the main episode's Yubin, where we talk about the leftover songs we didn't have time to mention or other topics of interest.
I'm glad you didn't say anything disgusting, and welcome.